She popped up behind us like a goth jack in the box, just as we turned the corner to the multipurpose room. "Look at those fluffy ears and curly tails," Esme gushed. "You didn't tell me these monsters were this adorable." "They are not," Bunny said. "Get back," I cried. "But just look at them." She sidled around me for a better view. I glanced behind us. Past her, maybe 30 feet away, stood the cages. Two control workers waited beside them, horrified and fascinated. "So close and yet," Esme, I said, "you promised to stay away." She lifted a shoulder, flashing an apologetic grin. "I fight. Mom always never let me see her monsters, so I couldn't resist the chance to check them out." One of the Scorp-Lions snarled. Disturbed by Esme's presence, distracted, the others peered her way. I jerked the teddy bear in front of them. "Come on, keep those pincers pointed at me." The monster's gaze went from Esme to the toy and back, but the catnip's aroma was stronger than their curiosity. They resumed stalking. "Oh, do we have to give them to animal control?" she whined as the three of us backed up the hallway. Bunny shot me a superior look. "I hate to say I told you so, but no. Wait, I love to say I told you so." "They aren't pet hamsters," I told Esme, watching the Scorp-Lions. "They've already put a bunch of people in the hospital." "Yeah, but," she said. "Esme, no," I snapped. Too late. She slipped around me and was approaching the nearest Scorp-Lion, hand held up to pat it. Esme dodged my grab. "That's a sweet monster," she began. In an impressive display, the creature bared its fangs, clacked its pincers, and hissed, tail held high. Esme recoiled. "Naughty Scorp-Lion," she scolded. "I'm your friend." It rolled down the long lashed the Scorp-Lion tail, and I gritted my teeth. Esme was quicker than she looked. Ducking under its stride, she dodged out of harm's way. "Well," she huffed, "you are a rude little thing." I've been so focused on her near disaster that I neglected to keep the stuffed toy out of reach. Seizing its chance, the lead Scorp-Lion pounced on the teddy bear. "No," I cried. The monster pinned its prey with one paw and began rubbing its shaggy head against the fabric, purring like a beehive on a honey hive. I held on the cord, but the Scorp-Lion was too strong. The bear was trapped. I growled in frustration. If we didn't get these creatures locked up pronto, they'd go dig in some place new, sting people right and left. "Leave it," I fainted, with my shield at the Scorp-Lion's head. I hissed, and that needle-sharp tail came plunging down at me again. Once more I blocked it with my shield, just barely. A drop of poison sizzled on my skin. "We have locked in a standoff." I snatched a glance at Benny. He kept his bunny moving, but I could tell he didn't want to lure the monsters past and let them get behind me. If we were running out of time. Bad monsters. Before I knew it, Tina darted in from out of nowhere. I smacked the Scorp-Lions on the nose with a fistful of roll-up science fair programs. It flinched, more surprised than hurt. I twitched the toy away. "Thanks, Karate Girl." "What are friends for?" she said. I grinned. "Now stand back." For once she listened. As Tina retreated up the hall with us, I heard Esme telling her, "But they look so friendly." One of Benny's monsters briefly snagged his stuffed toy with its claws. but he tapped the bunny free before the creature climbed in. The monsters were growing tired of our teasing. They wanted their sweet-smelling treat, and they wanted it now. Time to wrap this up. Home stretch, I told Penny, making the teddy bear dance out of reach. Home stretch, he echoed, but I couldn't tell he was still a bit dizzy. Step by step, feint by feint, we led the Scorp-Lions towards their cage. They pounced, they baited, and they moaned, droned to the catnip like kids to Christmas candy. 10 feet from the cage doors, I whirled, ready to chuck the teddy bear inside. And who should be blocking my way but Mr. Haruki Hanzomon? Don't do this, I said, please. No reason to be rude, just because he tried to feed us to his pet. Tricks and traps, he scoffed. You are afraid to face the monsters in hand-to-hand combat. Heck yeah, we are afraid, I said, keeping the bear moving. They are monsters, we are kids, Bunny said. A billionaire sniffed. Age doesn't matter to a true hero. Hey, mister, said one animal control worker. You should move. I won't, he said. Get out of the way, I snapped, abandoning all politeness. No, said Mr. Hanzomon. Now what will you do? I glanced at the Scorp-Lion. They were closing in. Bunny and I backed up until we were right in front of the scientist, caught between the madman and his monsters. We had to think fast. Something about great news popped into my head. Hang on, I said. Heroes use trick-or-treat all the time. What about that guy who blinded the Cyclops? He sneaked out of his cave under a ship. Yeah, said Bunny. And that dude was answered the Sphinx riddle, forcing her to jump off a cliff. They didn't duke it though. Duke it out. Cheaters, said Mr. Hanzomon, bristling. Are you heroes or are you cheaters? Bunny and I hoisted the catnip-filled animals high. The Scorp-Lions rushed us, frantic for their treat. I did the only thing I could think of. I thrust the teddy bear into the billionaire's arms and jumped aside. Bunny did the same with his pink bunny. What the? Mr. Hanzomon sputtered. All's in fair's in love and war, I said. And science, Bunny ended. Alarmed, the billionaire tried to untangle himself from the leashes and dump the stuffed toys, but he was too slow.